Thanks for joining us for this Friday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Coming up on the show today, the new web-based system that is revolutionizing how taxes are paid in Jamaica. And a public-private partnership underway to empower young people to achieve their fullest potential. Hi there, everyone. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Those details and more after these messages.
Preparing for CSEC exams? Visit ELJAM's virtual learning environment for free study notes, videos, and quizzes in 11 subjects. www.elearnjavle.org.
Good day, I'm Tamara McHale, and this is your JIS News for Friday, May 27. Greater levels of economic growth and job creation are expected to be realized from the formation of a national policy office. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement during his budget presentation on Tuesday.
This will be a compact team of technically knowledgeable and effective systems managers drawn from the existing managerial level across agencies and departments under the new ministry. They will act as the coordinating nucleus of policy development and implementation, reporting directly to the Prime Minister. They will also act as the anchoring secretariat for the work of the Economic Growth Council.
While closing the budget debate on Wednesday, Finance Minister Audley Shaw assured the country that the underlying economic fundamentals and confidence in the Jamaican economy remained positive. He was responding to a noticeable increase in the pace of depreciation of the Jamaican dollar since mid-April 2016.
The faster pace of depreciation in recent weeks has been driven predominantly by large portfolio-related transactions and is not reflective of a deterioration in underlying economic fundamentals or confidence.
To ensure orderly conditions in the foreign exchange market, Minister Shaw said the Bank of Jamaica would be maintaining a presence in the market until conditions settled.
Beginning on Friday, May 20, the bank has intervened by selling substantial amounts into the market with the effect that the pace of depreciation has now decelerated.
He also asserted that there was no shortage of foreign exchange in the country. Bank of Jamaica Governor Brian Winter echoed the Finance Minister's comments on Thursday, pointing out that the country's net international reserves remained robust and continued to exceed adequacy levels. Mr. Winter, who was delivering the BOJ's quarterly monetary policy report for January to March 2016, added that key macroeconomic indicators were positive and conducive to a pickup in economic growth.
Unemployment is declining. Private sector credit for both personal and business purposes is expanding. Market interest rates are falling. Business and consumer confidence is high. The government bond market has reopened, and the stock market is buoyant.
And the central bank governor also reported this week that inflation for the 2015-2016 fiscal year had fallen to an historic low of 3%. He said this was lower than the 4% recorded in March 2015 and well below the target range of 5.5% for fiscal year 2015-2016.
It represents the lowest fiscal year outturn since the fiscal year 1966-67.
Mr. Winter attributed the lower rate to a 1.3% fall in consumer prices in the March quarter. He said this was mainly influenced by declines in energy and transport-related costs, as well as domestic agriculture and food prices.
The low level of inflation is also the result of Bank of Jamaica's monetary policy, supported by the strong fiscal policy stance of the government. The fiscal anchor has proven to be a powerful force for macroeconomic stability. In line with this, inflationary expectations continue to be firmly anchored in single digits.
Inflation continued to decline in April, with Statin reporting the figure to be 0.4%. In other economic news, Finance Minister Audley Shaw says a team from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, will be in Jamaica for 2 weeks in July to comprehensively look at the country's tax reform system. In an interview with the JIS's Ian Boyne this week, Minister Shaw said the administration was working closely with the IMF to craft a more modern tax policy.
In looking at the nature and the character of our economy, we have to now design something that fits it, right? And can yield the optimum, in not just in what you earn by way of revenue, but interestingly enough, that optimization of which I speak is also how you incentivize the production process.
The IMF recently welcomed the government's implementation of the amended personal income tax threshold, describing it as a bold step in restructuring the revenue regime. And finally, Transport and Mining Minister Mike Henry says government will be developing a road design manual as part of measures to improve road safety for users.
To obtain within the next 5 years the following road safety expertise that will ensure that our roads are safer for all road users: road safety costing and evaluation, road safety engineering, and development of road designs manual.
Minister Henry was making his remarks at the recent 5th International Road Safety Federation Caribbean Regional Congress held in Montego Bay. He called on the gathering to establish a designated road safety fund for Caribbean countries, which would assist in implementing costly road safety measures to reduce the prevalence of traffic crashes. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thanks for watching.
Wait, who that? Colin, hey, what go on? You know, say, I'm on my way to go look about the farm work program. Aye, I love to do the farm work program there, you know. But remember, I serve a 5-year prison sentence for a minor crime. Them can't clear it, you know.
Yes, Colin can get his record expunged. Expungement is having a conviction removed from your criminal record after certain specifications have been met. Visit the Criminal and Civil Justice Division in the Ministry of Justice for more information.
The government will complete phase 3 of the implementation of the Revenue Administration Information System. It improves the tax administration's capacity to integrate and administer the various tax systems currently being used.
That was Prime Minister Andrew Holness earlier this week speaking about the benefits of RAISE 2. Find out more in this next feature.
I like the system and it is very, very, very good. When I mean very good, it is very good.
I find it user friendly, somewhat easy to use. Sometimes I need to call up there to get a little clarification, but so far so good.
They are but 2 of hundreds of persons who have been experiencing the upgrade. How? Through Phase 2 of Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ's Revenue Administration Information System RAISE 2. RAISE 2, rolled out in December 2015 by the TAJ, is revolutionizing aspects of the tax system in Jamaica, creating a one-stop shop, putting power into the hands of taxpayers, giving them 24-hour access to select services, and saving them valuable time and money. RAISE 2 is an easy, user-friendly web-based service designed to improve the way business is conducted by the tax authorities and their customers.
There are so many benefits to be derived by using the e-services, so we have moved more tax services online. So in addition to filing and paying your income tax returns, persons are also able to do their payroll payments and returns online through this platform.
Persons who use RAISE 2 are also able to generate a statement of their accounts with the TAJ. Previously, one had to visit the tax office to get that information, but now it's just a click away.
You can see if you have any liability outstanding, right? And secondly, if you do, you can make payment right there and then, because you can pay online. You see the balances, it show you how you can pay online, and you can do that via a credit card.
Persons can also apply for tax compliance certificate.
The certificate has changed in terms of how it looks. What will now be generated is a tax compliance letter, which once they get that letter, it will bear the tax compliance number, as well as the TRN of the entity that has done the application. Persons will be able to validate that letter. If we were engaging somebody to do some service and they tendered that TCC letter, we would be simply able to log onto the system and validate that it is an authentic letter.
Through Race 2, you can also grant third-party access to someone else, like your accountant, to conduct business on your behalf. There's also a direct banking feature, so persons can transfer funds from their bank accounts directly to the TAJ. And if you're having difficulty meeting your tax obligations, you can also make a payment plan by using the electronic service.
The information, the data goes directly into our system. So there's no need for data entry subsequent to the persons doing their business online.
TAJ's electronic services can be accessed at jamaicatax.gov.jm.
Once the page is loaded, you will see a number of options that are available on our upgraded e-services portal.
Say for instance you want to get a taxpayer registration number TRN. Well, you can begin the process online. Just register, log in, follow the instructions, and submit the form. Supporting documents can also be uploaded, but they still need to be verified at the tax office.
Think of it like doing a web check. If you were traveling, you can do your web check online. However, when you go to the airport to travel, you'd still need to go to the counter to have them validate, meaning eyeballing that you have a visa in your passport.
Once the application is submitted, the documents can be brought into any of our offices where it can be accessed from the queue, that is the application, and the process can be completed on the same day.
So just how safe is the system? Well, TAJ officials say it's an up-to-date world-class system with stringent security measures that meet international standards.
The US, they actually did some tests on our system, and had we not passed those security measures, then we would not have been allowed to use this system to do that mechanism.
Everybody, whether the mechanic, the property owners, the business people, your self-employed, I would recommend everybody to use Race 2.
Some marine, you know. Yeah?
Yeah, man, I have the package 60,000.
60,000?
Yeah.
How much I want?
Yeah, man, 2 bays I want.
Yeah, man, no one else.
$5
Yeah, man. Same. Alright,
what one, cat?
You don't know, I sit downtown the other day there.
Oh.
All the brethren, them man, we buy and sell marina. One of them I sell a 6-pack for $1,000 and the next one I sell one for $200.
So where why?
Buy 5 of them for $1,000. Think them can't rob me.
So Uncle Fancy is the same $1,000 you would spend to get the 6? Seriously?
Tell them again now, my math brains.
Math count.
Math count.
Sponsored by the Ministry of Education.
Indeed, math counts, and the Ministry of Education is doing all it can to promote different teaching concepts of mathematics through its annual exposition. Find out more in this next feature.
And we all know they're not the only ones who struggle with mathematics. It has been a challenge for many students. So the Ministry of Education is continuing its movement to show students why math counts. That message was successfully delivered at the 4th staging of the Ministry's National Mathematics Exposition.
We wanted to provide you with the opportunity to see math as it is used in everyday life and to see it as it is used in the lives of organizations in the private and the public sector.
So, explain to me here, what have you done? 3 8s, 3 8s, yes. 6 8s, I want you to use the correct language now. So 3 8s plus 6 8s. So 3 8s plus 6 8s gives you subtract 4 8s. 4 8s. So it would give us what? Okay, alright, so good.
I was asking him if like any of this involves math.
Yes, it does involve math. Well, I'm a navigator
and that when ships come into port and they load cargo, there's something called cargo operations. So you need to know strategically how to load cargo at different places on board the vessel. So you can't put it any and anywhere, you know, because it would affect, so it would affect the stability of the ship.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I have learned in the geometry set the rule of BOMDAS, bracket of multiplication, division, addition and subtraction, and it has helped me how to flip the fractions and find my answer. And maths is life. As to where my Mr. Grant said, my maths teacher, maths no kill nobody.
That's right. And the best performing math country in the world, Singapore, had its local agent showcasing the Math Prime books, which are now being used in more and more schools across the island. The books contain methods such as the CPA, concrete, pictorial, abstract, and the bar method.
The bar model method, it's really a system of, it's a Singaporean approach to teaching mathematics. So this is essentially what it is. Once the children are given a mathematical problem, let's say a worded problem, instead of them struggling to break down the information, what they do is to use the bar to represent pieces of the information and then put it together.
It is different from the other textbooks that I've been accustomed to, in that students normally, the activities were normally pitched at the recall level. So this is pitched at a higher level, and you see students start thinking from early as grade 1, and it is built on a continuum. So that is wonderful.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get started.
Halfway from the diameter to the edge of my circle is called a what? Radius.
The students are learning a lot of things. They're exposed into new career path that they can take after leaving high school and just getting a lot of information.
So students, why does math count?
Math counts because you use math in your everyday life, and it is very, very important.
Yeah, he like it because he's interested in doing it, and when he's doing it, he understands it.
Math counts because most of the world is made up of maths, and to build stuff we need maths.
It helps you to check money, miss, and when you're checking silver, miss, you can count and take away and things, miss.
Best thing right now in the country, helping youths called pre-dismiss. It's not easy for a youth who is not working proper sum of money to send himself to art or any institution. So CSJP now funding you, because when more time them tell you the figure, you know, miss, how much it costs, we could find that amount of money. So what they are doing, miss, wonderful. In our community, you might have section which divided up. So when all of us now start to go to class together, miss, starting, you have person we are going to sit left, some are going to sit right. But you see, by weeks and weeks after, all of us just come as one, miss. You even start running both together, miss. When you start know a thing now, it's different from when you're not knowing. Because growing up, I always hear people say, don't go there, so don't go there, so. But knowing each other now, miss, you really see that it is not as our people put it at times. It is different.
The Citizen Security and Justice Program, CSJP, an initiative of the Ministry of National Security, promoting peace and building communities while empowering the lives of unattached youth one day at a time.
2 organizations in tandem with the Citizen Security and Justice Program are already doing all they can to assist young people, equipping them with the skills necessary for them to function in society and avoid a life of crime.
Instead of a woman walk up and down, I can't just know, say, yeah, wake up in the morning, I gone to school, gone do something.
We learned from some basic English and maths.
It's a wonderful experience dealing with the student from the inner city.
Positive reviews from participants in a program to boost literacy, numeracy, and vocational skills. It's part of efforts to achieve strategic priority number 4 on government's agenda, human capital development, building the capacity of individuals so they can effectively contribute to the nation's growth. The Ministry of National Security through the Citizen Security and Justice Program CSJP has been working with non-government organization Operation Friendship as well as the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning JFLL to offer remedial training to persons in vulnerable communities. CSJP, which targets unattached youth in volatile communities, recruits the youngsters. Operation Friendship facilitates the training at its institution, and JFLL provides the math and English teachers.
To deliver a 10-month pre-vocational program, which was aimed at 1, improving literacy levels, as well as your social skills with minimal exposure to general construction.
Using aspects of the constant practicing teaching method, classwork, assignments, tests, and projects, students were prepared for the hard trust entrance exam. If successful, they would move on to CSJP's vocational program, which provides advanced skills training at Hard Trust NTA.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about synonyms. Have you ever heard the word synonyms before?
Kind and generous.
Vacant, empty.
Messy and dirty.
You had to work from the basic letter sounds and stuff onto the other areas of literacy. This was my first time teaching adults, so the transition was a bit difficult, but I mean, I got into it. The guys made me feel comfortable, and so it has been good.
Class, what are we going to do today?
Change decimal to percentage.
What are we going to do?
Change decimal to percentage.
It's fun when teacher teach about percentage and them thing, and teach in a like a tricky way to do it.
Students are interested in learning, right, and they try their best to maintain discipline and stuff like that.
And Mr. White is a living testament to what can be achieved if one is disciplined. Having been a participant in the CSJP, he completed his studies in primary education at the Jamaica University and is now empowering other young people. Administrators of the CSJP's pre-vocational training program worked tirelessly to educate and train the youngsters as they acted on strategic priority number 4 on government's list.
Many of them felt very stigmatized, and many of them had a low self-esteem, which resulted from the fact that they were unable to read at levels that they should.
But after intense work, a shocking revelation. 22 of the 25 students who took the Hard Trust entrance exams were successful, paving the way for them to move on to higher heights.
I feel overwhelmed. I say yes. I achieve what I come for. That was the aim, to pass the test. And I say yes, I did it.
I went to school from 2005, and I doesn't take up a book at home. And this program made me take up book and show interest of doing some work.
I think the success can be attributed to the motivation, to the quality of the instructors that we had, to the fact that the youngsters had to do the work which was necessary. We were able to come up with a new design for the syllabus, which really sort of focused on what had to be done in order to get them through the exams.
We are going to a next level, construction, getting a skill.
But the participants already have a rudimentary understanding of general construction, which will give them an edge when they begin CSJP's vocational program, Advanced Skills Training at Hard Trust NTA.
It teach me like to hold a hammer the right way.
You don't hold the hammer down in the neck, you hold the hammer at the end and you swing your wrists.
Well, my mindset is to inform other young men outside, in and outside the community, just to show that we get off the road and can come down at Operation Friendship and get it further.
I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest.
To celebrate the achievement of the youngsters, a graduation ceremony was held at the offices of the JFLL. The results of a survey, the Learner Performance Feedback, indicated that the program did much more than help participants pass the Hard Trust entrance exam.
87% indicated that their team building skills have improved. Excellent. 91%, I want to listen to this, 91% indicated that their conflict management skills have improved.
I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it.
You can't really look at persons from the inner city and say they're not worth it or they can't make it. If you as a teacher just do what you have to do, teach them, love them, just talk to them about reality and encourage them.
Come to Operation Friendship. We are willing, we are able, we have the manpower, we have the space, and we have the motivation to help wherever it is possible.
And I think that many of them see it now as a launching pad for greater things to do with their future.
So CSJP, Operation Friendship, and JFLL have been working together to achieve government's strategic priority of human capital development, improving numeracy and literacy levels of unattached youth while developing their social and vocational skills, building their capacity to make them employable and marketable so they can contribute to national development.
World's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the road.
We've come to the end of Jamaica Magazine for this Friday. Thanks so much for spending time with us. Remember to keep up to date with the latest government information. Join us online, jis.gov.jm, or YouTube channel and social media platforms. You may also catch a new edition of Jamaica Magazine tomorrow on this station. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great evening.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.